Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vivian. So in today's video we'll be learning how to make this beautiful short Bubu dress with a front pocket and a ruffle on it. If this is the kind of video you're interested in watching, please let me like this video, subscribe to my channel and drop your comments. Let's get started. First thing I did was to fold this first piece for the front pattern, and the second one I'm folding will be for the back. I'm cutting both the front and the back together, and these both they are unfold, so I made sure to arrange them very well. After that, I came down to this place and drew a straight line. I want this part that has yellow color to show, so I'll be cutting the remaining part from the blue side. So from this line that I drew, I'm going to measure the length of my dress, of which I used 38 inches including the hem. So that means the total length of my dress is actually 37 inches. So this is where I have my 37 inches. I've drawn a line here. From here I'll start taking my measurements so that I will use all of these for my dress and then cut out the upper part. The first measurement I'll be taking is my shoulder measurement, which is 14 by 2, gave me 7 inches. I just marked it. From that point where the 7 inches stopped, I am supposed to mark the length of my sleeve, which I wanted to use 15 inches, but the fabric is not enough. So here I have about 7 inches remaining. I'll be extending it later. I'll be adding extra pieces there. So having done that, the neck width I used is 3 inches and the neck depth is 2 inches for the back. So I just marked the neck depth 2 inches for the back and neck width 3 inches. So I used 2 by 3 for the back. After that, I went ahead to just curve it like this to give it that curve. So from this point, I'll be coming down by 1 inch, and after that I will connect it back to the shoulder, back to the neck width. That will serve as our shoulder slope. So from that point where the 1 inch mark stops, I'll mark in the opening of my sleeve, which I use 11 inches. And after that, I'm just going to draw a straight line like this. This will serve as my chest line. So on this chest line, I'm going to mark my bust measurement divide by 4. I have 36 by 4. After I marked it, I went ahead to add extra 4 inches. Okay, so I'm going to total whatever I have there, and I'm going to also mark it here and also on the hemline. So your bust measurement divide by 4, whatever you have, add extra 4 inches or 5 inches depending on how big you want the dress. So after that, I just drew a straight line down to the hemline and I just curved it a little here to give it that armhole curve. So after that, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out following the lines I just marked. So when I'm done cutting it, then I will go ahead and get that v-neck effect at the front. So when I'm done cutting it, from here I'm just going to come down by 7 inches. You can extend it to 8 inches or you can make it 6 inches depending on how deep you want your neckline to be. So from this 7 inches mark, I'm just going to slant it a little and connect it back to the neck width for the front. That will give you that v-neck effect. So I'm just going to raise this front one up and then cut the neck, and that is it. So now I'm done with the cutting. I have my front and the back now. So the next thing I want to do is to cut out the facing for both the front and the back. But before then, I'm going to use this thing that I cut out from the back. You can see the shape. The upper part I cut out from this neckline of the back. That was gave it that shape I used on the pocket. So I'm just going to open it up here. From the folded area, I'll just come out by 4 inches here, and also this side I'll come out by 4 inches. So you can just go ahead and follow this pattern. Just leave some excess dresses at the top. After cutting it out, it will have this shape. That is what I used for the pocket. Instead of just making it a square, it has that curve effect downward. Okay, so I just cut it out and I just went ahead to also use it to cut out the second pocket. So after this, now I'll go ahead and cut out the facing both for the back and the front. So now to cut out the facing, I'm just going to fold this fabric like this and then carry this front piece, back piece, and place on it like this. Arrange it very well like this. Okay, make sure you have excess about 3 or 4 inches downward like that. Just cut out the neck shape like this and also the shoulder. You can see what I'm doing. Cut out the shoulder like this. After that, just remove the back piece Then you're going to just mark from this neck area, mark about 3 inches or 4 inches. So go ahead and keep marking it like that. Mark it all round, and after that you can just go ahead and follow the lines that you mark and cut it out. You can see what I'm doing right now. So after marking it, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out like that. So now I have my back facing. The next I'll cut the front facing. So now here I later change this facing. Okay, you have to use a bigger fabric, but because I don't have any, I later change this to another fabric. Okay, make sure you use a bigger fabric that the shoulder area will also extend. You can see here I don't have any extension at that shoulder area, but this is exactly how we are going to cut the front facing. Okay, the way I did is I later changed this. So after cutting the facing, to sew it on the sewing machine, you are going to open this front pattern like this. Likewise the back. Okay, just place the facing at the right side like this, right side facing right side. So now you are going to sew from that shape. Even the back, you are going to follow that pattern. Just sew the neck area like this, then turn it over to the wrong side and iron it. So I'll go over to the sewing machine and do just that. So I'm done sewing the facing. You can see it like this. I also added hemming gum. This is to help it relax when you are ironing it. So just turn it to the wrong side and iron it very well. When you're done ironing it, you can go ahead and sew the facing, sew the hem, or you just use your hemming iron to press it down. Okay, just use your hemming iron to iron it under. Likewise the front part, you can see that I later changed this facing because the other one wasn't just coming out at all. So now when I'm done sewing this thing, before I go ahead and iron it, I want to quickly show you how I'm going to sew this pocket and how I made this ruffle. You can see the ones I've just made. So now for you to make that pocket, now this is your pocket. Okay, so this upper part, you are going to go ahead and hem it, fold it in twice, and then sew on the tip. Okay, after hemming it, then you cut out this net. I've already made plenty because I'm making plenty of these dresses, not just one. Okay, but I'm using this one for tutorial. So I cut out this net. This net is on fold and it is about 1.5 inch. So I just make a loose stitch. You know how to make your ruffle. So after that, I just hold one and keep dragging it. After making the ruffle and hemming this upper part of this pocket, I'm going to place it like this at the right side. So at that point where I made my loose stitch, I'm going to keep stitching it on top of the fabric, okay, of the pocket. So I'm going to keep stitching it on top like this, and I'll follow the shape of the pocket. Or you can go ahead and keep making the ruffle while you stitch. If you don't want to make a loose stitch, just make the ruffle while you stitch. So after stitching it, that is just it. So now for me to place it on this fabric, from this shoulder line I came down to 18 inches. You can make it 19 inches if you want it to go down. So that's the line I just marked, and this is the center of this dress. So from this center, I'm going to come in here by 2 inches, and here I'll go out by 2 inches as well. So I'm going to place it for pockets like this end from that 2 inches. Okay, I'm just going to place it like this. Then I'm going to keep stitching on top of that line that I just made, and you keep folding it in like this and keep stitching it, following the shape of that pocket. Keep stitching it till you get this end, and that is just it. That is how I'm going to sew the pocket. Okay, so the same thing I'm going to do on this part, this other side as well. So after I'm done ironing this neck, I'll do just that. You can see I'm done ironing this neck, and I use my hemming gun to place it down. I've also sewed my pocket, but I'll turn it over and show you later. But before then, let me join the shoulder. For you to join the shoulder, I'm going to join it like this, hold these two together and stitch. This other part like this, hold it together and stitch as well. So now after that, I'm going to use this piece to extend the sleeve. Remember, my sleeve wasn't complete. Okay, so remaining about 6 or 7 inches. So I've cut out this piece that I'm going to use to join at the sleeve like this, and the length will be enough also. So I'll go ahead and do that. So I'm done extending the sleeve, and this is the pocket as well. You can see how beautiful the pocket is looking. I've also extended the sleeve as well. Now I have the complete length of the sleeve. So now the next thing I want to do is to go ahead and hem the sleeve. So I'm just going to fold it in like this on the wrong side. Okay, fold it in and fold again. Then I'm going to stitch on the sleeve the same way. I'm going to also hem this down part, fold it in at the wrong side, fold again, and then stitch. Okay, you do this before you go ahead and stitch the side. So after stitching it, I'm going to turn it over to the wrong side, right side facing right side. I'll go ahead, I'll hold the two sleeves like this, just hold it and then stitch all the way down with 1 inch. Okay, just stitch and do the same thing here. So now after stitching it, this is what I have here, guys, and we have come to the end of this tutorial. If you have watched to this end, you are the real VIP. Please help me like this video, drop your comment, let me know what you think at the comment section. Also subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. See you next time. Bye bye.